All right, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comments real quick. We're just trying to get set up here a little bit early for what is going to be probably the craziest night I can ever remember. Just let me know in the comments real quick, and we're going to get started here. Anyone got me in the chat? Anyone can confirm that we've got audio here? Please. Looks like it's working on my end. Okay, thank you. Jeez. I was very confused. I was like, I could see it working in OBS, but I didn't hear anything. No, we are here for what is going to be an insane night. It could be a huge letdown, obviously, given the standard of our expectations that have been set by all the talk in the last couple days. But I think we're about to witness one of the best draft picks in Jacksonville Jaguars history. So for anyone here who has no clue what I'm talking about, which is probably 0 of the 7 people who are currently on the stream, the Jacksonville Jaguars have been going hard trying to get Travis Hunter today. There has been report after report. Ian Rappaport has brought this up over the last 24 hours. Time and time again, they're looking to move up from number 5 to number 2 in this draft and to take Travis Hunter as the first pick of the James Gladstone, Liam Cohen regime. So really freaking exciting stuff here. You guys know this, I'm sure. Travis Hunter is my number 1 prospect in this class. He is the guy that I would want to go after. When I recorded my video talking about Ashton Genty and why he would be the pick, I did leave the caveat at the start that if there were a trade that you could send the Browns, as long as it wasn't something insane, like beyond comprehension, like quarterback cost, right? It's like 3 first-rounders, and I probably pushed the expectations a little bit higher, been more willing to trade. If it was something doable, I would be all in on that, and I would just try to get the elite player. And so here we are, right? Might have a shot at it. Just got to see what happens at number 2. The Browns are probably going to trade the pick at the time. Highly doubt they'll do it before, because why? I mean, you might have a team that calls them last second. The only other team so far that has been rumored to be talking to the Browns, I'll try to find the post. It's another one of these like random Twitter insider accounts that gets most things right? So find it down here. Wow, it's like hiding now. Okay. Wow. Here we go. Yeah, Sears Tower. So he's had some stuff. He's also someone that Ricky, or Slick Rick on YouTube, he was pretty Ricky last year. Trust pretty close. This was something he put out saying the Patriots were one of the air teams looking into it. I'm not that worried about them. Jacksonville has been uber aggressive. That's what the talk has been about. I don't think New England's going to offer more. And they're talking about potentially multiple seconds, which if you can avoid giving up a first-round pick next year, I mean, that's awesome, right? That's what you're shooting for. But yeah, there's a lot of steam right now. I mean, it's pretty much a matter of time, it feels like. I mean, this is, for example, one of the texts that Dilla got. You also, if I look through here, I'm sure more stuff from, oh gosh, where is it? I know Ricky was kind of hinting that this was going down. Yep, got some of this recent stuff. Moving off the second pick. Obviously, you've got the actual reporters talking about this as well. It's been probably half of what they've been talking about for the last hour on the broadcast. So, just making the point, this is legit, what we're talking about here. And it's just going to be a matter of the Browns taking the trade at number 2 overall. So, with that said, we're going to pop back over the draft tracker and going to read some of these comments. So I will say, before we get into the comments, I am really far behind on the broadcast, like really far behind. It is, I know like my living room TV was like half a minute ahead of this, and I'm pretty sure that one's behind too, like it was last year. So I'm going to have to look away from the comments pretty much completely the moment that this draft starts, especially just given like this is going to happen so quick. I also want to say we are not going to be here for all 32 picks. My plan, because I kind of want to just enjoy the draft tonight as well, is to record for the first part of the draft until the Jaguars pick, give some analysis. If they move up to 2, which is the expectation, we're going to have our celebration, obviously, and then we'll get to pick 5, probably just see who the Browns take out of curiosity, and then I'll hop off of here. If the Jaguars trade back into the first round tonight, which I highly, highly doubt happens, given this trade, we'll come back and either do a live stream or I'll just have a quick video later tonight, including it. I should probably have a video regardless tonight, just kind of recapping the first round and my thoughts. That's going to be up really late. Just heads up on that. Or it could be tomorrow morning, honestly, because I know I'll want to probably catch the NFL Stock Exchange live stream after. So, with that said, we're going to look through some of these comments. So, Jags saying he wants Genty, doesn't want to give up a first next year. I can understand not wanting to give up the cost. It's a lot, right? It could... Sorry, cough's been kind of back today, unfortunately. But we'll get through this. It's a lot to give up. But what you got to keep in mind here, if Travis Hunter is who you think he is, which I believe that, I fully believe that he is going to be an incredible player in the NFL, you're not going to worry that much about a year where you're not going to have a first-round pick, possibly, or it could be multiple seconds that you're giving up, because you have a decade or so of great football from this guy on both sides of the ball, which is what Jacksonville is going to let him do here. Made that pretty clear when they talked about him. So it's like 1 year that, yeah, we might not watch the draft Thursday night and have a pick, but we have an elite player at home, right? We have another guy that we could see. I mean, it's obviously a projection, but possibly going to the Hall of Fame down the road. We've had one pick in our entire history that has stayed with this team and made the Hall of Fame. That's Tony Baselli. So I'm all for it for that reason. Aiden says next year's class isn't that. TBH. I don't really know what next year's class is going to be. It could be really good. It could just be the same. Really don't know what to expect yet. Next week is probably when I'll start setting up my big board for it and getting into it because I'm a sicko. Jose says, I feel like the Genty smoke might just be there to bait the Bears to trade up. I think they're really interested. If we do, we could easily get a second plus a fourth or a fifth. I think that's what we heard the Jaguars wanted. It was maybe that plus a sixth instead of the fourth or fifth. I think that's a fine trade. But at the same time, like, I would really want to move back with the Broncos if we aren't able to go up to 2. Moving back with the Broncos, you get back to 20, maybe get a future first out of that. I would think that would have to be part of the trade. And then you maybe get Josh Simmons, for example. So get a franchise left tackle, get a top player, or just get whoever falls, right? Could be a Mecca Booga there. And that's just a really good pick. See, Jag says, I don't like Tet. Genty's better to me. I do agree with that. Genty's definitely higher on the board. A lot of us are gonna go crazy if we get if we get Travis Hunter tonight. Oh my gosh. Aiden says if we trade down and get Graham or Warren, I'm hyped. I think that would be a fine scenario. Obviously, like I'm probably not showing much emotion right now because I've just been sitting down for the last couple hours, just like kind of doing that awkward smile on my couch, having no idea what's going on. So everything's like really weird right now. But yeah, I'm gonna be beyond thrilled if it happens. We just gotta see it happen, right? Let's see, Dreek Giant says Travis Etienne is a Brown. I don't know if he'll be a part of that trade. It's possible. I don't think he's a long-term piece here at this point. I would love to see us get Kyle Monungai after this. Not necessarily like second round or something, but get him on like day 3. That would be my guy that I really want this team to get. You're going to hear plenty of that from me until he goes to another team or until we select him. He's the guy that I really, really want at the running back position. We'll, Aiden, we'll see if I cry. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. I think it's just, if it was like more out of the blue at the last moment, maybe. But I've had some time to process it. So, but I'm sure there's going to be Jaguars fans losing their shit tonight. Because there should be. I mean, it's going to be incredible if they pull this off. See Travis Hunter on the broadcast. Looks pretty excited. Seeing he's dancing a bunch the last hour. If we get Kyle Monungai, they'll have to do dance lessons together. It's a big thing for Monungai. See, Dilla might have tweeted something. See what's going on Twitter. Every time I look back, I got like 12 notifications here. Half of them are like, Travis Hunter sucks. We don't need him. Yep, here's one with trade back. I don't see anything new yet. Some people are going live. Definitely going to be some good broadcasts out there if you guys want to check out anyone else after we're done here, because we won't be here all night. Yardline Yoda putting this out, so he's putting it in that we're getting Travis Hunter. I think it's the case. I'm pretty confident right now. It'd be shocking if the Browns walk back on this. What was crazy to me that I did not realize. Let's see if I posted something about it, or I could just find the post on my timeline. Yes, so I did not realize that Cleveland did this basically same thing with Julio Jones back in the day. Had him on the clock, let him go to the Atlanta Falcons for what was a really big haul here, right? But, I mean, that's a Hall of Fame guy. Like, that's brutal. And honestly, there's a part of me that feels awful for Cleveland fans right now. Like, I like that fan base. I like the Jets fan base. You know, all our fan bases together. Like, we've suffered through a lot. I could not imagine how pissed I would be if I had to watch my team trade out of the pick with Travis Hunter. I've told, like, Cleveland fans on Twitter just straight up, like, I mean, if I was you, I would just not trade the pick. Like, I don't care what you offer me. I'm picking Travis Hunter because I know I'm getting an incredible football player, and I need that kind of guy on my team to wipe the stench from Deshaun Watson. You know, this was a night where I thought Cleveland might get Hunter, move back up, and get Shedeur. And they could still get Shedeur, of course, but it's just brutal. I mean, I feel awful for him, genuinely. Aiden says if we don't move up, I could see us trading back. I think it's definitely in the cards. I think Chicago really wants up to 5. It's been funny listening to them all like begging for the pick, all the Bears fans on Twitter. It's like, we're not even going to be picking there. Most likely, like, you guys need to call up the Browns, I think. Say, Ichi Wiener. I think we might stick with the 5th overall and trade back into the 1st with Minnesota for a 2nd and a 6th. Okay, so you mean up with Minnesota for our 2nd pick. Yeah, I think you have to give up a lot more in a 6th. Like, it's probably pick 88 and pick 124. Those are the Minnesota selections we got. They're 3rd and 4th. It lines up really well when we're talking about the draft value. So, like, I like to use the Rich Hill trade value model specifically. So I don't know if this one lines up as close. But the difference from 24 to 36 is 166 to 237. 71 points. 88 gets you to 47. So you have 24 left. And 124 is worth 22. So it's pretty close. And maybe you could get away with like sending 142 instead or something like that, just because the trades are not supposed to be as valuable this year. Teams should be able to move up for less, theoretically. So that could be the case. But that's probably what it's going to look like. I think we are really close to the draft starting. I know it's like, I'm Central Time. It's probably like 7:11, 7:12. I went 2 years ago when it was in KC because I'm pretty close by there, and I was pissed at Roger Goodell because he just kept talking and talking and talking. They had like the Chiefs come out with the the Lombardi Trophy before, and it's like we've sat here for 6 hours at least after walking around for like probably 4 before that, and we can't even start the damn draft. Like, it's really annoying. Aiden says teams aren't made on Thursday. They're made on Friday and Saturday as well, and then they play on Sunday. It's fair. But at the same time, I mean, you look at this roster, like, we have so much average, right? There's not, like, clear, glaring weaknesses unless you're talking about rotations, like Edge 3, for example. We need to not only, like, you know, answer some of those questions, but we need to get superstar talent here, right? And that's why I advocated so heavily for Ashton Genty. And then now that the trade might happen, why we want Travis Hunter? Because we need superstar talent. Because at this point, like, you don't even need to force a need. There's not one to force. That's just how I look at it, personally. I want great football players in Jacksonville. Right now, it's Brian Thomas Jr. There's some good ones. Josh Hines Allen, Trevor Lawrence, who could be a lot better. That's just how I look at it. Storm the Desert says, I'll be satisfied as long as we don't get Ted at 5. Dude's a gigantic reach. Sorry. I don't think we're taking him at 5. I won't worry about that too much. Watch on NFL Network, by the way. Crisco Sports says smoke screens. There's been a lot this week. The Genty one might legitimately have been a huge smoke screen all week. I don't know, though. I think it's possible like they would want him there. I expect they probably would want him there. But I think deep down, like for a while, they've been trying to find a way to get up for Travis Hunter. I think that's the big thing. And it was really what kind of got me thinking this was different from maybe like last year where there was the talk of, oh, could the Jaguars move it for Romo Dunze or Malik Neighbors? Because there was a ton of that. It was how much like Ian Rappaport just kept talking about this, right? Like we didn't have it from anyone else too much, but Ian kept coming back. Kept talking about the Jaguars moving up. And at one point, like the other reporter tried like interjecting, saying it was really unlikely. Every time we see Ian talking about the top of the draft, it's the same thing, right? It's the Cleveland Browns at 2. What are they going to do? Because he knows what's going on, right? I mean, everything's been pointing towards this, I think, and just growing momentum. But it's been a crazy last week. I'm excited for this to get going. Roger Goodell is starting the draft now. All right, Titans are on the clock for me. Tell me how far I'm behind if you don't mind. I'm guessing like a minute or two, legitimately. I'm going to see this flip to the Jaguars randomly and have like a panic attack. I'm so ready for it. Two minutes behind. Yeah, and yeah, if you guys could avoid saying anything, that would be great. I'm going to try not to look. I'm going to look away now, actually, in fact. So I won't be able to read anything until we at least get through Cleveland's pick or Jacksonville moving up and picking Hunter. Just because, like, Jacksonville might move up during Tennessee's pick for all we know. We'll have to see what happens. So I'm going to look away from chat. We'll probably be kind of silent here for a minute because there's honestly not much to talk about. Like, Tennessee is going to take Cam Ward. The shitty part of this is Jacksonville is one loss away from having the first overall pick, knocking the Titans out of position for a quarterback, and getting Travis Hunter, and probably trading down doing it. Something I'll be doing tonight and over the weekend as well. If you guys watched the live stream last year, you'll remember we do the mock rebuild. Started this last year. It's basically like just making the decisions for the team from 2024 and on, carrying that over each season. It's been pretty fun, but see, we got the second overall pick here because we lost a lot of games. And trade back with the Browns, you know, you could have had a haul, right? Actually, trade back with the Giants and up with the Browns from 3-2. A lot of trades here, you can see. But that's something else I'll be doing tonight. but it shouldn't really be a big deal because I should be out of here before I need to like really pay attention to that. It's because I gotta make picks and all that. Should probably get off Twitter. So we got 7:40 left. The Tennessee Titans pick. Waiting to see if a move happens at 2. The most demoralizing thing that I could see tonight is Cleveland and the pick is in and they're at number 2. That will actually kill me. I'm just like wanting to tell myself right now that that's just not possible. I'm just not preparing for that reality. We might be less than 15 minutes away from Jacksonville Jaguars having Travis Hunter. That's crazy a thing. 7 minutes left now. Like I said, I'd imagine for Jacksonville, the move's going to happen once Cleveland's on the clock. That's my guess. I said OBS. Sorry, I had OBS blip out. Sorry if there's any issues with the live stream. Can't look at chat, unfortunately. Had some issues with this router after I moved. Titans are making the call right now. Undoubtedly a Cam Ward. Hate to see it. Six minutes left on the clock for them. Pick should be in any moment now, given that they've made the call. I know the NFL forces them to wait so long. Should not be long, though. One funny thing I remember was with Trevor Lawrence. His call got in like super late, and he actually thought for a moment that the Jaguars weren't calling him the number 1. It was awful. They're already showing, I almost said Will Levis. They're showing Cam Ward highlights already. You know what this pick is. No trade yet. Getting a ton of Twitter notifications on my phone. I'm sure that's probably related to this. Under 5 minutes left on Tennessee's pick. I'm going to reload this. Pick is in. Okay, pick is in. Browns are on the clock. See if this will update. Okay, yep, pick is in. Browns are on the clock. I'm going to look away from my computer now because Jacksonville's probably going to move up on there before the Browns make the pick, if this goes through, indeed. Oh, man. This is the part where my heart is going to start pounding pretty hard. No trade yet for the Jaguars. Might have happened for you guys for all I know. I'm going to have to live an extra like 2 minutes without Travis Hunter and the rest of the fan base if they make this trade. Instead a friend message me, I'm assuming it's about the trade. Oh, man. I need to see Jacksonville up on the clock so bad. Come on. If James Gladstone pulls this off, this has got to be like one of the like most big balls move we've seen from a new general manager before. No trade yet. Roger Goodell's announcing the first pick. He's angry at everyone for booing him. Come on, Jacksonville. Cam Ward, number 1. Thing we all knew. Now this is where it gets wide open. Not as far as the player, but who the team's going to be. Nothing off the broadcast yet from Cleveland. No trade, no nothing. Don't see the time left yet. Still waiting on it. Oh, man. Come on, Jacksonville. I'm sure Twitter already knows what's happening here. Oh, God. Jaguars are on the clock. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. Not updated on my computer yet, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. We have not seen the trade package. I'm sure there's people who are having a freaking nightmare about it right now. There are some people who hate Travis Hunter on Twitter, I've learned over the last couple months. Jacksonville is on the clock at number 2. Travis Hunter is on the board. Cam Ward is the only player gone. We're about to see Travis Hunter be selected by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh my God, man. This is going to be incredible. It might be a minute before I look at chat because I kind of want to watch the whole thing. It's going to take a minute. I apologize to y'all about that. I'm going to reload this. This is just not working yet. Yep, showing nope, not yet. This website sucks. My gosh. All right, what's the trade? Future first, second and a fourth, and their 5th. They get a 4th and a 6th back this year. Yeah, that's a lot, but I'm okay with it. It's going to be weird next year not having a first-round pick, but this is the player you do it for. If I'm ever going to get on board with a move like this, it's for Travis Hunter. I can live with that. But, man, James Gladstone, he's in charge for, like, freaking one off season, first pick, and he's got rid of the first overall pick, or the first round pick next year. The guy really is a Los Angeles Ram at heart. Gosh, it's going to be so weird next year not having a first. That's the cost. I mean, I hate it for the Jaguars that they didn't just, like lose one of the games to Tennessee, but this is what happens when you leave lame ducks in charge. That's not James Gladstone's fault. That's not Liam Cohen's fault. It's not Tony Baselli's fault, right? Shad Khan's, per se. But at the end of the day, like, this is a pick Jacksonville has to make, in my opinion. If you can actually make this happen, which they are. It just sucks that they set him up in this situation. It's a good lesson for tanking. I mean, that's one thing I feel like I've learned this year. I was already fine with tanking. But man, like, it as a GM, like, you have to do what's right for the team. To try to stay all in and not sell players at the deadline was such a stupid decision by Trent Baalke. It's going to cost this team big time. 4 minutes left on the clock. Pick is not yet in for the Jaguars. I'm sure there's people who probably already seen Travis Hunter walk on stage at this point, to be honest. Oh, man. This is going to be wild to see Travis Hunter wearing Jack's gear. Oh, my gosh. Oh, nice. Showing the Jaguars war room right now. Yeah, they are excited there. Oh, my gosh. Pick is in. Wonder who it could be. Who could the Jaguars possibly want right now with this selection? Couldn't imagine, right? At least it's a quick night. right? We're not going to pick till 70 tomorrow, so it's going to be quiet for a little bit. I'm surprisingly like very numb to this right now. It's weird. Come on, announce the pick. Still isn't showing on here yet. Still talking about it. Nothing out yet. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so freaking fun to watch for the next decade. So worth it. They mentioned Houston here, like what they did in 2023. This is kind of similar in a sense, at least to giving up 2 firsts right off the bat to go get your guy. Of course, they had more picks, which helped them, but it's worth it, man. Trent Baalke would be pissed right now, though. That guy cannot trade up in the draft for his life. Like, he's probably he's like Mr. Krabs when it comes to like giving up a cent of money. He can't do it. He'll freaking stack like 7 7th rounders, won't make the roster, and can't trade any of them. Less than a minute, it sounds like, till Roger Goodell announces the pick. I'm turning this up really loud. You're all going to have to deal with that. But you're all probably celebrating already. All right, Roger Goodell is walking out with Eric Armstead, who's announcing the pick, it looks like. Maybe. Here we go. Oh, gosh. Walter Payton Man of the Year award is awesome, but I kind of hate we have to wait to talk about this. Come on. Still waiting. Come on. Come on, Eric. Announce the pick. Announce it now. Oh, gosh. Announce the pick, Eric. Oh, my gosh, Eric. Hurry up. Stop. Jesus, Eric. Are you done? Here we go. Here we go.
And with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
Yeah! Let's go! Oh my gosh. Awesome. I gotta watch this for a second. We're gonna go back to the chat after that. Travis Hunter is a fucking Jacksonville Jaguar. Can you believe it? Dreams do come true. Was that Brian Thomas Jr. who just... Wait, no, he's at the Jaguars party. Oh, man. Travis walking out now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. There's no freaking way this is real. No freaking way. Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis fucking Hunter. It's incredible. Oh my gosh. All right, back to the chat. See what we got. Yeah, start crying. Travis hires a Jag. BTJ and Travis. Holy crap, man. That's going to be insane. Like, how the hell do you defend that? I mean, these are going to be like two receivers that could be top 5 in the NFL. That's freaking awful to have to defend. Yeah, everyone's really excited. I mean, what do you say, man? Like, this is just incredible. James Gladstone knows what the hell he's doing. My gosh. I know it's a lot to give up. I know it's a future first. I know we're not picking early tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me. Like, this is the player you do it for. This is the guy who can be a Hall of Famer. This is also a high character guy. Tangibly rich. Here we go. He's interviewing. Come on. Duval. Oh my gosh. It's like I've never talked to the Jaguars before. Come on, give the Duval. Really? He'll do it later whenever they get him there. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So freaking awesome. Yeah, he looks so damn excited. And he's a Florida guy. He gets to go back home. Plenty of places to fish here as well. I say here as if I live there. I don't. Giants pick is in. We're going to stick around at least through the Browns pick because we got to see who they take in this. Which, like, the thing is, too, like, if Jacksonville can get to the playoffs next year, or at least be close, not a high pick you're giving up. It'll be worth it. Hell of a pick by them. And 20+ notifications on Twitter. My gosh. I'm going to spend, like, forever looking through Twitter here in a second. Jeez. Alright, I'm going to turn down TV now. Yeah, this is quite an incredible moment for the Jaguars. This is going to be so freaking awesome. I'm glad they picked early, too, because this lets me enjoy a lot of the rest of the night. It's going to be nice. I don't think... Well, Cleveland might move at 5. They might not pick quick enough. If they do end up picking later, I'll probably still end it around pick number 5. But I am curious to see what they do with this. Yeah, if I was Cleveland, like I would move back again with the Bears in that scenario. Makes too much sense. Yeah, let's see what Twitter's got to say. Let's do that for a minute. Okay, Abdul Carter. I'm not even surprised. I saw that before I actually had the pick come across. Oh, man. Roger Goodell just announced Abdul Carter to the Giants. And if you guys have followed me, you know I love Abdul Carter. Like, he's a big my guy this year, but as much as he was a my guy, I would have never taken him over Travis Hunter. There's just No way I would have ever done that. Looks like the Browns are taking calls in number 5. Man, that's probably the right thing to do, to be fair. Man, it's a crazy night. Crazy, crazy night. Yeah, if they move down, we'll end the stream there. It looks like they're going to, which is probably the right move. Man, it's just so surreal. It just does not feel like this just happened. Such an awesome pick by the Jaguars. It's gonna start getting really fun around pick 5 to see what starts happening. That's when I feel like this is really gonna open up. Let's see. Jax says, "Let's go, Cardiac." Let's forget I said that about Travis. I'm so happy. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I've forgotten. There are some people though that were over the top, like against Travis Hunter. I mean, I had a tweet. I had to save it onto my schedule on my phone to go back to, like in a year or two. It was like Travis Hunter would not even get through his rookie contract before he'd be out of the league. That was the tape that this guy had. Everything I post, like he comes on and says that sort of stuff about. And he does watch on here. If you're watching, shout out to you. But you're more than welcome here. But it's a bad freaking take. Like that's got to be looked back at if that doesn't come to fruition, which, you know, newsflash, he's not going to be out of the league in 2 years. Like, my gosh. Yeah, Balky could never. Balky wouldn't have given up a freaking 7th-round pick to move up from 5 to 2. That guy, he can't trade up. He legit just cannot do it. He just wants picks and picks and picks, and then he doesn't get good enough players, and we're just stuck in mediocrity with it. Just wasting away. That's what Trent Balky does. But, ding dong, the witch is dead. New England is still on the clock for me. We're going to see Cleveland move any second, I feel like. It's definitely happening. See what people are saying on here. Oh, man. Jaguars won the first night of the draft for sure. Will Campbell to the Patriots. I'm going to have to get off Twitter. Everything's about to be spoiled for me if I'm on Twitter because my broadcasts are so far behind. Jeez. This is so freaking exciting. Jack says, wait, so he gave up 36 in the next year first. What else and what we get? Yeah, so let's look at the official details of the trade because we give up. It's a lot of things here. So we're also giving them 126 this year. Okay, so it's basically we're flipping picks, right? Give up your second, give up your first next year, but your second's this year. So we won't pick tomorrow until 70. You also lose 126, but you move up to 104, and then you're gaining 200. So the Jaguars, with this trade, actually have just as many picks this year. They have 19 picks this year and next year in total, which one of them's been made with Travis Hunter, obviously. So that's what that looks like. So, I mean, that's not bad. It's a lot. I mean, obviously, like, it's a big trade, but these are the types of players you do it for. The Falcons aren't mad that they trade up for Julio Jones, right? Like, I don't feel bad about this at all. This is going to be weird next year. Really freaking weird. So let's see if the Browns have moved out of this pick. They probably are any second. That is incredible that Travis Hunter didn't even talk to the team that whole time. The way the Jaguars played this whole pre-draft process was incredible. Truly incredible. Doorman like says Gladstone sacked the fuck up. Yeah, he did. Crisco Sports says I'm beyond pumped. I will drink more than I should for a Thursday. You gotta take work off tomorrow. That's what I did. I got tomorrow off. I got the whole morning to relax and digest everything. Stay up late tonight. Shogun says, "What the fuck just happened?" Yeah, I mean, what happened is we got a two-way phenom who's going to be potential offensive and defensive rookie of the year next year, and we have maybe the best wide receiver duo in the NFL now. That's what just happened, if you're wondering. And I'm not even being biased in saying that. Like, this is who he is. Let's see. Jack Shag says, now for the day 3 Magic. And they're going to have a lot of picks around there. They'll be able to make some moves. It's a deep class, too. I think you could have got someone really good at 36. Sure. Like, that's going to be hard to not have that pick. But at the same time, I say this as someone who's not used to giving up picks. Like, we just don't do that in Jacksonville. Teflon John says, next year's first, not okay. You'll feel different in a couple years once you watch him play for this team. I think you just got to be open to it. Crisco Sports says, since Combine is crazy, very smart. Yeah, I mean, they're hard to predict, right? And that's what they're doing. It's smart now. Let's see. Crisco Sports says, so what is our next pick? Yeah, 70. Doorman Likes got you there. So we'll look at, well, why don't we go with PFF? How about that? The mock draft simulator updates live during this, I believe. Oh, shit. Okay, well, just had that pick spoiled. The Browns stayed put at 5 and took Mason Graham. That is not what I expected, but that's a good pick for him. Going to go well with Myles Garrett. Now, okay, it's Jacksonville. Yeah, we got to wait a while till the next pick. So worth it, though. We have 10 selections this year, right? So we got 70, 88, 104, 107, 142, 182, 194, 200, 221. Actually, we got another Minnesota pick in that trade, but we gave up one because Cleveland had that trade or that pick from Minnesota. So basically, don't worry about the second round tomorrow. I mean, could they trade up? Yes, they could. They could package like 70 and 88. But just wait till the third round tomorrow. We'll have a bunch of picks again. We'll be fine. And you'll be past that second rounder quick, and it'll just be next year. We won't have a first, and then we're done with this, right? Trade's taken care of. It's a good deal. Definitely freaking thrilled about this. Jax Jack says, I'm calling Bears to go to 10. Yeah, that would have been smart for them. Yeah, the Browns pick was already in. I'm like way behind here. Maybe PFF's ahead of everyone. I will not show PFF again, though, after that, just in case they're like ahead of the broadcast for you guys. So with that said, we are going to wrap it up here. I will have a video out either super late tonight or early tomorrow morning, just breaking this down completely honestly, right? Because, look, I love Travis Hunter. He's my top player. I wanted this to happen. Yes, I'm going to advocate for the move for that reason. At the same time, yes, you gave up picks. And that's going to hurt next year. That's going to hurt tomorrow if a player falls there. At the end of the day, we don't know who's going to go at those picks, right? You may see like an Emeka Egbuka fall to 36. We don't know if we take him. I think they would, but, you know, just is how it is. But at the end of the day, I think this is a great A+, maybe even S tier move for the Jaguars. This is an average team, an average roster with very few strengths. Get yourself a blue chip prospect and a unicorn that plays on both sides of the ball. Like, such a badass pick to start out the regime. I don't think James Gladstone could have made a better pick to start it out. It's my personal opinion, but we'll look at all that on that video. And then I won't be live streaming the rest of the draft. I'll just probably record after each day, give my thoughts. Once the draft is over, I will have a recap on the whole thing, go through and grade. We'll probably have individual videos on the top players, just breaking down film on who we can. So now we can't do it for SEC stuff that gets flagged, but I think we can. We think we can for Travis Hunter, and all that. Actually, before we hop out here, I should probably at least look at my evaluation here and just give that. I know we all pretty much know Travis Hunter, but to me, the player I thought of when talking about him at wide receiver, which he is a wide receiver and a cornerback, he's going to play both for the Jaguars. It's going to be fucking awesome to watch, right? The player he reminds me of is Justin Jefferson. The reason why, you have my notes here, but I mean, Travis Hunter, he's not as lengthy maybe as Jefferson. They're both guys kind of lighter frames overall. I mean, I would say probably about the same size now. I had Jefferson being heavier, but I think Hunter weighed in heavier than expected. But also, guys, really good athleticism, great acceleration, quick movement, elite route runners, right? Travis Hunter can get a little bit better there. I think he will. But phenomenal route runners. The ability to separate. I think one of the other things you have to say is that Hunter and Jefferson are both so good at the catch point and what they're able to do there, just making the most ridiculous grabs that you'll ever see. That's why I have those players comped together. What was interesting about Jefferson that I noted, he was actually mainly a slot receiver in college, which is kind of weird for, obviously, well, he's the player at the end of the day. OBS show me it disconnected. Hopefully we're still here. Okay, yeah, we're back. Those are my thoughts on him, though. I think this is an awesome pick. See what we got in the comments. Skinny ankles equals good sign. Yeah. Jack says, can you post your reaction to the Hunter pick in a short? I might. Just depends on if I remember. Be easy for me to forget that, honestly. But yeah, it was probably not what I expected, honestly. I spent more of the day reacting to the pick, to be honest. But that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up there. I'll have a video out either late tonight, which will be tomorrow, technically, or early tomorrow. Just on my thoughts about the move, why Jacksonville did it, and what I think it's going to mean for the team, which is going to be a lot of positive things. So, with that said, I appreciate y'all watching. It was a blast. Sorry I couldn't read the chat for a lot of it, and we were behind, but we got it done. So, hit me up on Twitter if you want throughout the weekend. Definitely give you my thoughts there. Comment on the videos. We'll have plenty. It's the biggest weekend of the year for me, honestly, when it comes to the NFL. So we're just getting started. But appreciate y'all watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Want to shout out our channel members before we go. Premier Seer 904, Nightmare Eco, Gator John Bites, Ichi Wiener, Mr. Dolphin, Scrubber Ducky 500, Brian Foster, and Frangies. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft, and we'll see you in the next one. Go Jags. And Duval!